Questions, one for you, the Mayor, one for you, Speaker, on the same topic. For the Mayor, do you envision that if and when it is up and running, the Office of Community Safety would play a role in the kinds of incidents we saw that led to NYPD shootings this week? I think you said it's a hypothetical kind of question you don't want to engage in right now, but just to give some more information on what this might look like in practice, if you could address that question.
That is a focus of our administration, and as we continue to look to address the fact that the mental health crisis has become a reality for far too many New Yorkers across the city. And right now what we are doing is asking the NYPD to respond to 200,000 mental health calls on an annual basis. And so while we continue to have discussions internally as to the process that we will take in the establishing of the Department of Community Safety, I can already tell you that we are interviewing top candidates who will be part of setting up that DCS. I think it's harder to speak to hypotheticals, but what I can say is that I truly appreciate the work of the NYPD each and every day in addressing everything that has been put upon them as their responsibility. And we know that officers faced a difficult and dangerous situation in which they acted swiftly. And we know that the safety of New Yorkers is also one that has to be delivered alongside the safety of officers.
In its current form, is the legislation tied to this, sponsored by Lincoln Ressler, something that you would support as it stands right now?
So first of all, Councilmember Ressler has indicated that he's going to reintroduce that legislation. It will go through its normal legislative process. I look forward to speaking to colleagues about it. As the mayor said, and I've been publicly saying this, I believe that we are asking police officers to do too much with too little. What we saw this week in terms of the incidents with the NYPD did a fantastic job, and I really want to salute the officers for all of their hard work. But we are asking officers to do too much with too little, which is why you're seeing an attrition rate in the NYPD each year between 8.25 and 10%. So having officers taking mental health calls and taking that out of their purview is something that would mean that we could make sure that NYPD officers are fighting crime, which has to be one of the main focuses.
Support that bill?
I look forward to the legislative process. As a speaker, we don't really, and this is common for the speaker, you don't get ahead of the legislative process. It will have a hearing where I will be talking to my colleagues, and I look forward to their input.